Okay, here we are. We made it to some type of aquarium, some type of earth aquarium. And just being one with those good times, the good times that never end. The good, the good times para siempre. The good, but the good times come to a close, though, right? Yep. Sometimes it's like the day is like unwrapping like a candy wrapper, right? The candy's within the paper perfectly, and to peel out the candy, the wrapper has to kind of be peeled out, right? And then it's kind of like going towards however fast it does. It's like kind of that concept of the crumpled up paper is not gonna be perfect again. It's that moment in time is gone. The moment in time is gone. The paper isn't. Oh yeah. Yeah, it is what it is. That natural kind of like innocent kind of like we learn by example. I get that things are a part of that, and I'm trying to have more grace with it. However, I could have more grace, because I don't know. Oh, you want a picture? Okay, but what I came on here today just to say, like, not to compare with anything or anybody to anything and anybody, but like kind of just standardly generally saying that, and yet again, it's not me trying to compare, but like no matter what our like status is, we all have some type of healing to do. November 11th, that happened. So so now we got it. You got it? Right. Anyways, just standardly chilling, And there's always like, if you're passionate about your fights, you're going to keep doing it because it makes you happy and your family. Ultimately, supposedly, if you got a good family, they want you to be happy. But that's not the case for everybody. And I'm not saying anything about anybody because I have a different type of like focus. I don't have time to dwell on like just irrelevant stuff, be it whatever. But what am I saying? I'm saying, like, no matter who you are, and we're so numb to this, we might not even know, but no matter who we are, we all need some type of healing, we all need some type of like recovery. We all need some type of pat on the back, depending on what type of spirit you are. Maybe you're a spirit that doesn't necessarily need that, but if you do need that, I'm not knocking you. It's just, because the humans are like, they could be sensitive creatures, and yet again, me coming out of a different underground flight, resurfacing from a different flight, the underground is just like, that's for the future resonance, and obviously like that's a parentheses statement, end parentheses. But like, I came on here today just to say, like, the truth, the concept of truth, it kind of formulates all the other concepts and all the other objects and all the other things differently based on the different truths that could be received as something of a substance of fertilization. Yeah. So within that, it's like we're not necessarily crazed and like hyped up about, different types of truth and what that truth on this energy core could do for us. We're not necessarily about that, and it's not good or bad, but we just might not have that awareness and intelligence to like see what the truth does for us, because what the truth does for us, and when we practice with that truth, it kind of re-engineers our spirit within our body and mind for the better, you know. And then we get to like kind of sustain ourselves with that. So as we're unwrapping the wrapper out of the candy bar, this is what the candy bar got for today. It's reminding us on like how whether we like, you know, are aversive to it or not, we're always coming back or following up or working for some type of truth, you know. And that's like the contemplative form of the seeking, you know, because even the seeking, when you're seeking, it has a yang quality and it has a yin quality. Battery running low. Oh, let's see, well, what's the percentage? It's not going to let me check. Ooh, and 9%. And 9%. So within the seeking, there's also like a yin quality of seeking. It's like contemplating on like, okay, like, what's the seeking for? What am I really seeking? And you're seeking some type of truth. But if you get that truth and you don't necessarily like it, but it's supposedly supposed to be good for you, and we have some type of like aversion to it, and the truth that is needed that we don't want to practice with, then what does that do to like what we are, you know? And I'm trying to tell my human to like not take it personal and be unbiased, because no matter what, even beyond my human, isn't supposedly like, you know, your version and form of artificial intelligence, end quote, isn't it supposedly going towards some self-evident proving of how it is accurate and authentic, and how it is innovative, and how it is, you know, advanced, and how it is, you know, because like in my underground podcast, I'm like at like 50 hours since like the last month, give or take, you know, or so around there, you know. And it's like, is your AI capable of just answering the question, can your AI tell me the whole truth, nothing but the truth, and the absolute whole truth, so help it God, you know, or something? And I said it and phrased it in a more like structural way, but it's leaving off of that. No. And if you're in that field and you have your own version of it, that's not the whole of it, and it can't answer that question, then it has like, it's incomplete, and there's something absent from it, you know. You're not connecting, like it has an absence from like a particular foundation. So if it has an absence of a particular foundation, and you're saying it's so-called disadvanced, but it can't find that foundation, then it's kind of like left for question, you know. It's left for question. Oh, and that's it. The best life ever, guys. That's it, guys.